Government's priority of improved security and safety goes beyond just crime-fighting measures. It extends to ensuring there is proper dispensation of justice to all citizens. That was the mission of the Ministry of Justice in 2013.
In our bid to enhance the administration of justice and access by citizens to justice, Jamaica remains committed to reform the justice system.
Restorative justice, improved court facilities, staff development, and the passage of key pieces of legislation were among the measures to achieve that goal last year. Jamaica's ability to pass its first two tests under the agreement with the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, was in no small part due to the efforts of the Justice Ministry. With its support, government passed 9 key pieces of legislation identified as structural benchmarks under the program. Among them, the Security Interest in Personal Property Bill.
The bill is designed to support the enabling environment for businesses and is expected to contribute positively to achieving the objectives of economic growth and job creation.
Other significant pieces of legislation were also passed, ensuring protection of the interests of a wide cross-section of Jamaicans. Among them, the Defamation Bill.
To provide fair and effective remedies for persons whose reputations have been harmed by the publication of defamatory matter.
The Committal Proceedings Act, which seeks to eliminate preliminary inquiries in resident magistrates' courts, should speed up the delivery of justice. And amendments to the Trafficking in Persons Prevention, Suppression and Punishment Act increases the penalties and makes provision for offences connected to trafficking such as assault, carnal abuse, rape, child pornography, forced labour or forced begging. In addition to that legal effort, the ministry launched a public education program through its revamped National Task Force on Human Trafficking. Support material was received from the United States Military Information Support Team.
The research has shown that public education is the single most important strategy for managing, mitigating, minimizing, and hopefully eliminating this crime from our shores.
As part of work to improve the delivery of justice in cases where children come in conflict with the law, the Child Care and Protection Act was amended in August. The amendment allows the ministry to secure legal aid for children brought before the courts for displaying uncontrollable behavior.
Children who are in conflict with the law, rather than having to face the criminal justice system for minor offences, get diverted to our diversion committee, which, if followed through, would keep the child out of the criminal justice system and they wouldn't face a trial.
By the end of that month, the ministry facilitated island-wide consultations on the draft National Child Diversion Policy and partnered with the Office of the Children's Advocate to launch a handbook entitled Child Justice Guidelines. It sensitizes persons on how to treat children in courts. And against the background of the landmark ruling of the Caribbean Court of Justice, which had its first sitting in Jamaica in March, debate on the CCJ bill began in Parliament in December. 3 key pieces of legislation have to be passed before Jamaica can adopt the CCJ as its final appellate court, and there needs to be 2/3 majority in the Houses of Parliament. In support of justice reform, human resource capability in the justice system was also enhanced last year. In December, 40 persons graduated from the Justice Training Institute, the training arm of the ministry. Efforts to reduce case backlog in the court system as part of the justice reform process were supported by the advancement of the Restorative Justice Program. During 2013, 3 more restorative justice centers were opened, bringing the number to 10 island-wide.
Hopefully, the impact of the program will be that the number of cases that come into the formal system for relatively small matters that can be appropriately sorted out through another justice mechanism will indeed no longer burden our justice system.
That goal was supported by continued renovation works to Justice Square. A $245.2 million contract was signed to advance Phase 2, including a refurbished Supreme Court. The ministry also opened a new court facility in Morant Bay, a building for a legal aid clinic in Montego Bay, and a new Western Civil Registry for the Supreme Court. Various pieces of court reporting equipment were acquired to improve efficiency across the court system. And history was created when the Court of Appeal held its first ever sitting outside Kingston in the Lucy Court late in the year. The ministry undertook other initiatives in 2013 to ensure justice for all. Special focus was given to developing Jamaica's human rights protocol through an EU-funded $52 million project. That money is to be spread across 3 projects aimed at inmate rehabilitation, among other measures. And to make the delivery of justice more transparent, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, launched its disclosure protocol in October.
Disclosure is essential to achieving a fair adjudication process as it promotes fairness and impartiality. This publication will add value to the criminal justice system by codifying in a single public document the principles which have emerged over years of common law jurisprudence.
The protocol was developed through the Justice Undertakings for Social Transformation JUST program, a joint project of the governments of Jamaica and Canada. In 2013, the ministry, led by Senator Mark Golding, continued its work to ensure proper dispensation of justice in an effort to ensure citizens felt safe and secure. It's to build on these achievements in the year ahead, all in the quest for sustainable national development. To learn more, visit moj.gov.jm.